This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Important information will follow this tone.
You need to know that the film you choose is suitable for the audience at home. To help you understand, you can look at the certificate it has been given. This has been classified as 15. That means this is unsuitable for anyone younger than 15. The 15 certificate may have a fairly adult theme, or may contain scenes of violence, sex, or drugs, which are unsuitable for younger teenagers. It may also contain sexual swear words.
Ooh.
Thanks for listening.
Previously on Survive the Isles.
Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So welcome to the stream. This is part 3 of Survive the Isles, which is our new survival series based on the Deer Isle map for DayZ. This is a hardcore server that we're playing on, and as you can see from previously on DayZ from last night, that was the highlight. I managed to nab myself a car. Guy was searching around for me and I was like, you know, I'm not having that, mate. You're driving around in your car if your lights all flashing so you can see what you're doing. I'm like, you know what? Darkness is my friend. I was born into darkness. So we managed to get ourselves a car. Sorry to the guy who lost that last night. Really sorry. But just a quick tip for you, brother, if you are watching, don't leave your car sat there with the lights on, because everyone can see where it is, mate. I'm sure you'll learn from your mistake, but there's a big no-no. And you lost your vehicle. Sorry, bud. Anyway, let's get into the game. Let's start off from where we left off when we were off stream last time. So you've caught up now. The live is chat, guys, by the way. So please do use the chat if you fancy getting chatty tonight. I'm starting this stream a little bit early. I thought, you know what? I might as well. There's no point in me sat around. I've just had me dinner. So we're all good. Ready to go for the next hour or two. God forbid. That's what you want to call him. How you all been anyway? Good? Yeah. Sure, we're all good at the moment. Oh look! We spawned in at night. And that's typical. Great. Alright, okay, so here's the car anyway. It had nothing in it. I was hoping it'd have a really big fat loot stash in the boot. Unfortunately not. It didn't. However, it's working. It's got all the parts we need to be able to drive it around, but today we're not driving. We're just gonna leave it, to be honest with you. I'm not bothered about a vehicle yet on this map. It just draws too much attention to you, as you can see. So driving this around, everyone can hear it, everyone can see it, everyone wants it, and I just think, you know, what's the point? So at this stage, we're gonna leave it where it is, and I'm gonna come back for that at a later time and just purely use it as a. I'm just going to purely use that as a stash. It is going to be literally a car stash because it's got a boot space in it. I'm going to just literally whack the car somewhere, take the battery and all the crap out of it, and just strip it and just leave it as a storage. I don't know why I'm finding it so hard to say the word storage. So like, anyway, we've got Dave in the chat. Welcome, Dave. How you doing, bud? Nice to see you in here. Alright, so for some strange reason I've spawned in cold. Now when I left the game last night it wasn't raining, I wasn't cold. That's very odd how I've just spawned in now with hypothermia and my health's going down. So we're gonna, well apparently I'm wet, so I don't know how that happened. Spawned out in the car and respawned in on top of the car, as you could see. Let's go and find somewhere a little bit warm, or warmer than we are at the moment. And again, I'm not going to be using the lights because it will give away our position if we use the torch. If you did watch the previously on Survive the Isles, you notice that I did use a headlamp as a form of distraction, which is something that's worked for me quite a few times. So that kind of pulled that guy across. I knew he would. He wasn't going to risk going back to his car, purely for the fact that he maybe think there's someone there kind of scoping in on him. At the same time, he would have been intrigued to see where the light was and where it was coming from. So he did exactly what I thought. I'm surprised I saw him in the dark though, to be honest with you. I just literally, I could hear it. I heard his footsteps and then I see a slight little movement in the bushes and I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to take a shot. Now when I made the video previously on, I did actually lighten that up. And by lightening that up, we were able to see him a little bit better, but it was still a lucky shot to a certain extent, using those wolf senses to our advantage there. And if you're wondering why he didn't die on the first shot, it's because his rucksack took the majority of the force of that bullet because he had his back to me. You notice when we did actually look in the rucksack that the duct tape at the top of his rucksack was ruined, and that's because the bullet went through his rucksack, through the duct tape. It did cause him some damage because you did see blood come out of him when I shot him, but he was protected by his rucksack there. So if he didn't have that rucksack on with those items in it, then he probably would have died. Now, I have no idea why I'm coming down here. There was a little path and I was just kind of following it, but I can't really see much. To be honest with you, it's very, very dark. Dave says DayZ is a weird game. Why is it a weird game, Dave? Give us some emphasis on your feelings on that. Oh yeah, this is what we got off the guy. Got AKM. Now, there's no magazine for it yet. But this is a half decent assault rifle once we get this bad boy up and running. And we also managed to get ourselves a silenced MP5, and it's almost got a full mag of ammo in it as well. So, you know, that's pretty sweet, that is. Actually, I'm going to put that in my quick setup. I'm going to use that if we can for a little while. It'll do for now. It's definitely a zombie killer, that's for sure. At this stage, though, we need to eat and drink by the looks of it. So, let's do that. Get some food in us. And a can of peaches. Nice. Very nice. Now, we did have some meat, I think. We managed to get so basically what I did is I stripped that guy of all the decent stuff that he had. A lot of it wasn't that great and we'd already got, so I just left it. But I took a few bits. We managed to get a full M4 mag almost. Well, it's almost full. There's one bullet missing. We got a long range scope off him, which we've already got on our Mosin at the moment, but we could always maybe use a backup one in case it gets damaged. Oh, I can hear a bear. Let's run away. The sun is about to come up by the looks of it soon anyway. It's getting a little bit lighter already. Let's move away from the bear noise. Don't want to lose this stuff. So actually thinking about, before I got rudely interrupted by that guy last night in the vehicle, I was actually looking for nails so I can make a storage box, because as you can see I ain't got no room in my backpack anymore. I need to store some of this stuff up. Before that, I'm going to try and bring some of his clothes out. So some strange reason it's not raining, he's not been in the water, but that's really odd how I like spawned in like soaked. How very strange. Who knows the mind of this game and how it works? The game can't make up its mind on what it wants to be. I'll have to disagree with you a little bit there, Dave, because Battle Royale is a shrinking zone that forces players into one place before one player wins. There's nothing Battle Royale about this game at all, if I'm honest. There's nothing forcing you into one area. There's no extraction. There's no end game. It is just purely survival. Last as long as you want. There is PvP in it. Yes, you can kill each other. But I don't think it's anything like a Battle Royale game. I mean, you know, I'm sure you got a point that you want to get out there, but just the way you've explained it there in the chat, I don't personally agree with you. I think it definitely knows what it wants to be. It's a hardcore player v player survival game where the person who lives the longest is the winner. Although everyone dies at some point, but that is just a circle of life, I guess. We're all going to die at some point, but it's just it really is just a challenge of who can live the longest. But there's no prize, there's no medals. Not at all, Dave. You don't have to, you know, it's not my bad, dude. It's fine. You've got an opinion. It's just I disagree with your opinion on that. But, you know, it's always good to have an opinion, even if it's different, mate. You know what I mean? So it's all good. I appreciate you, you know, kind of getting in on the action a little bit in the chat there and talking about your feelings, which is really good. You know, we all see things differently anyway. It's all down to perspective at the end of the day. Some people might agree with you. They might feel it looks like or feels like a battle royale game. But I personally, out of all the hours I've played it, I just think it's definitely got an identity kind of of its own to a certain extent. Yeah, it may look like some battle royale games, and the searching for guns and stuff like that. Yeah, that's kind of battle royale to a certain extent. But a lot of those games did actually take from the mod of this. So the early mod, the Arma 2 mod, DayZ, that was kind of like the birthing place of battle royale. And I think actually PUBG was built on that same engine. It was based around the Arma 2 DayZ mod, and that's kind of where that went off in a slightly different direction. So I guess I could see why you would feel that there's a similarity on the way it looks, but the core gameplay is very different. Hopefully I've explained myself enough for you guys to understand my point on it at least. But before we search these buildings real quick, I just actually need to check that. Let's just quickly have a look at the YouTube page, make sure it's where it needs to be. It most definitely is, and it is part 3, isn't it, tonight? So that's all good. All right. So tonight we're looking for nails, amongst other things. We managed to get ourselves a fully working gas stove as well, which is good. We managed to find some rounds for the Mosin when we were off stream, something else we managed to do. So now I've got a Mosin with a scope, which is really good. But as you can see from that clip, the previously on Surviving the Isles, the double-barreled shotgun, close range, devastating weapon. It would just shred anyone who stood in front of it, you know. I didn't even need to aim. I didn't even need to aim down my sights to kill that guy. I just literally went boom, blasted him, and he's a goner. Doesn't mean we're gonna have some people gunning for us now, though. They might be coming back to try and get their vehicle. We'll see. But this was actually the area that we were in last night. This is the area. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I don't know if that is part of... I can't remember if that is part of just the architecture of the way the game looks, or if that is actually an active working vehicle. Now, if it is, I don't think that was there before. Could mean that someone's searching the area. This vehicle here? Personnel carrier. Military personnel carrier there. Now, what I'm doing before I run over to that vehicle is I'm just making sure that the buildings are clear just around this outside bit before I go and quickly have a look at it, because someone could have drove that here to now search for loot. The reason why people like loot in this area is because there's a scout camp not far from here, which is not far from where I've decided to set up base camp. And people like to come here for loot. My God. Look at this. It's ready to go. It's got all its tyres. It's got a spark plug. All it needs is a battery and a radiator. But I think these things take the big... They take the big batteries, I think. Not the standard car batteries. Is it gonna let me get in? You gonna let me drive it? There we go. I want to see if there's any fuel in it. Yeah, there is. I think recently, like... Originally, like in DayZ, all the vehicles would be empty, but I think now they all spawn with a little bit of fuel in them. So we've got a radiator already in our other vehicle. We just need to find a large battery. This thing is going to be easier to hide, believe it or not. That sounds silly, but it's going to be easier to hide because it's got a camo pattern on it. It's not going to stand out as much. We might try and get this bad boy running. I mean, the size of the storage in this thing. Look at that. It's 1,400 capacity for storing shit. You know what I mean? That's good, man. I'll have that. I'll go and park that somewhere and use it to store stuff. It's like a move. It's like a movable storage box. So I also noticed there was a Land Rover Defender over there as well last night, but that's missing all its tyres. That's going to take an awful lot of work to get back up and running. But all we need to do is find a big battery. I'm not going to stress too much about that, to be honest with you. I'm not going to stress too much, because nails is still my priority right now. Right, let's get her over here out of the way so she's not in the road when I kill her. You don't want those bodies being easily spotted. I don't know if it's on this server or not where you can bury the zombies. I'm going to check that in a second. Now, the old frame rate is relatively smooth if you get the settings right, Dave. Although DayZ's engine isn't the best, it still has its issues with things like micro stutter and stuff like that. So it still is a little bit annoying sometimes, but however, it's not too bad for the size of it. Yeah. We can bury the infected. It's some Metal Gear Solid shit going down here. So this basically means that anyone else in the area is not going to find dead zombies now, or know that I'm here. So it's got a real nice little stealthy vibe going on here. But I've just noticed I do need to actually make my cam a little bit brighter because I am a little bit dull. Well, yeah, I know I'm dull personality-wise, yeah, haha. But I'm talking about the actual stream. You get me, fam. Just close that for a minute. Although tinkering with settings is going to be a dangerous thing because, as you know, there is a chance that the game could freeze on me by doing this. Ooh. How did I manage to do that? Alright, I think we're good. So... what's the word? Anal, maybe? Yeah. I've managed... oh, there we go, that's what I want. So my chat window I just managed to mess up. But there we go, I've got it back to where it needs to be. Alright. Tinkering over. And we've got a server restart in a minute anyway. I'm still not happy with the brightness of the camera, but it will do for now. Helps hide my pimples. I just heard some footsteps outside. There's a few garages in this area. So we're going to search them. That's probably why I had this bin over here. Oh, wow. Oh, that was good timing, wasn't it? Perfect. Got a server restart. Happy days. That gives me a time to tinker for a second then with my webcam, doesn't it? I'm such a little tinkerer, aren't I? You're gonna tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor. So, what if I configure video? Let's have a look. It's probably more to do with the exposure. There you go. Exposure makes a little bit of a difference, doesn't it? I haven't got my extra light up though today. I'm only using one light. So that makes a big difference how your cam looks as well, I think. The only problem is trying to get a balance between how you look on the webcam when things are dark to how you look when they're really white light, because you can wash yourself out. Like if I was to pull up like the map, which is really bright, notice how now my face is really bright. So the brightness on a bright screen is absolutely fine. It's when you've got a dull screen that it makes a difference. Let's try and log back in. But it's trying to get that happy balance, because I know a lot of times you're going to be playing this game in the dark, but there are going to be times you're going to be playing it in the light. So trying to get that your webcam when you're streaming to kind of look balanced is quite difficult, I think. Now I am looking a little bit washed out when it's dark now. Like it's like the contrast is a little bit too bright. If I dull that contrast down though, it'll look too dark. No one knows dark like I do. It's a good saying. Alright, let's crack on from where we were then. So, I don't know if you guys know what the big batteries look like in this, but they're huge white batteries, like oblong batteries. Not like tiny little weaselly things you find in a vehicle. So that bird now, she would have vanished, so let's, yeah, look, this is reset. Oh, wolfies. Oh, it's dinner time, boys. Ringing the dinner bell. Alright, let's just crack on anyway. We did. He stole my battery that was in that Land Rover Defender last night. That's why there's an extra battery in that car. I stored a battery in that. That's a good vehicle to get, that is. I say that's not my priority and boxing hours is priority. It almost sounds like I need to get my priority straight, but there's no point in me storing stuff in that if I can't drive it away yet. It's a very addictive game, Dave. That's for sure. So when you hear these wolves howling and they're quite close, it means that they are likely to try and get me soon. But when they do appear, they will literally appear out of nowhere and just start biting my ankles. So we just got to be careful. Is that over there? There's a wolfie. I see you. It's a good distance away. I don't think it's going to bother us. There's 2 garages over I want to check. And if anyone does want to watch that previously on DayZ or previously on the Isles or Survive the Isles, whatever the hell I call it. Oh, the wolves are here now. It is up on my channel separately. Can he get me from here? Yeah, I've been cut a little bit. I can handle that. Come on then. See, 1 minute those wolves weren't there, the next minute they are. You know what, I'm going to really quickly take care of this bleeding if I get a chance to. I'm hoping being up on top of this bin means they might just not be able to get me. So 4 to the head, 4 MP4 rounds to the head. Where's the other one gone? Where is he? Well, it sounds like it's coming from inside the building. What is this in here? think that... Oh, there he is. I thought he sounded like he was coming from the building. He was. He's glitched into the building. We'll leave him then. Right, so I think I might be able to use the... We might be able to use the gas stove for the first time to cook some meat in, which is always good. Let me just, while I'm skinning this animal, have a quick look for your messages. Ben... So I'm like, dude, try and decide where to pitch my tent and cook up my wolf steak, both for the first time. Yeah, boy. Nice one. Really, with the tents, it's quite difficult because really, wherever you think is a good place to set a tent up is not always a good place to set a tent up. If you get me. Because people will find it. You just got to try and find a group of trees that are really gonna... How am I going to do this? Try and find yourself a group of trees that kind of all cluster together, and there's like a gap big enough in between the middle of those trees to set your tent up. And then once you put camo netting over your tent, it can really help hide it. So that's ideally what you maybe want to try and do. If you can. I'd say that might help. I know it's a little bit of a precarious spot for me to... Okay, why aren't you switching on? Brother. Bit of a dodgy spot for me to be cooking this, but you know, I ain't got no room, as you can see, so... So the fat in there will help cook the meat. So you put the fat in the pot, then you put in the meat, steaks, whatever you got. And at the moment it's saying it's raw, but it's just a matter of keeping an eye on this until it says cooked or baked or whatever it normally would say. I've never really counted how long it takes to cook anything, to be honest with you. There's something maybe I should do, knowing the time it takes to cook food could be helpful. There we go. See, now it's cooked. So now what we can do is we can literally turn off. Baked, 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 baked. Now if you're cooking things like vegetables, you put water in there and boil it. You can also cook meat in water, so you can boil meat. Now, I've got no room for any of this stuff, but because of how hungry I am literally just going to eat it all now. Eat everything. I'm going to eat everything, basically. Probably make myself sick, but hey. It's a shame I ain't really got no space for any of this other food, but that fat there will keep me going for a decent amount of time. Actually saying that we've already got a venison steak that we stole off that other guy. I say stole, we didn't steal it, we won it, fair and square. That guy was game for PvP. If he wasn't game for PvP, he would have ran off in the other direction. He wasn't, he was searching for me. That dog I can hear making noise. Not dog, not dog, wolf. I want calling him a dog. So as you've seen, the best way to kill a wolf is using an axe. Because weapons, yeah, they will kill them, but they're noisy, cumbersome, and a waste of ammunition. Ammunition that's going to do more damage on online players, other players, hostile players, whatever you want to call them. Silent but deadly is the way forward. And I'm not talking about rancid farts either. Although they are also silent and deadly sometimes. Just give me one moment, because that's really bugging me. the contrast of my camera was really bugging me. I just couldn't handle it anymore. Sorry. I'm just, yeah, really OCD about stuff like that. When it comes to videos and stuff like that, everything's got to be just so. But there's nothing wrong with striving to be the best at what you do. I'll definitely say that. Never say, it'll do. If you can get it better, get it better. Always try and be the best you can be. Where's the nails when you need them? That's what I'll say. Good little spot of sniping up there. If you're brave enough to be able to get up. Still need to actually pop another round into the rifle from last night. A pub up there. What is that? An FX 45. I ain't using that handgun, I'm afraid. We don't want it. We don't need it. Ain't got the space for it. I do actually want to make it to the water real quick. Nothing in there worth having. So what I'm trying to find now is I'm trying to find the hunter jacket as well to go with the hunter trousers. It's the best camo set you're going to get. We just got some 308 wind rounds. We're going to take them. Top's damaged. I ain't going to repair that yet. Well, it's at a damaged state though, just in case we do find hunter jacket. Because there's nothing worse than repairing something and then finding a hunter jacket. There you go. Found a hunter jacket, you see. More wind rounds. Now I have actually got a blaze. But I stashed it. You find this funny, I buried a load of stuff and now I can't actually dig it back up because of a bug. So I buried it too close to a tree trunk, and even when I chop the tree down it just doesn't want to allow me to dig up the stash. We'll figure it out eventually, hopefully. What I want to do though is very quickly swap over this jacket. I know it's not the right pattern to the one we're looking for, but it will do. I am in a very dangerous spot right now. If anyone had a scoped rifle and they could see me right now, I'd be dead, dead, dead. I could still be dead, dead, dead. Not out of the woods yet. Okay. We messed around with the spaces a little bit, didn't we? We need to make sure we've got enough room to be able to... The joys of the Tetris in this game. Just figuring out the buttons. So that happens when you carry an awful lot of stuff. Right, let's reluctantly have a quick drink from this. Weapon repair kit there, we don't need that. I'm not sure what's in here, we're going to have a quick look in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to take on a little bit of water, and then we're going to go up the road here towards this next built up area. See if we can find a battery or some nails. Oh, she sees me. Gonna be able to get to me from around here, though. Here she comes. Bury the bodies. They should call me the grave digger, shouldn't they? Dom the grave digger wolf. Dom the grave digging wolf. Or just Dom the grave digger. I see you up there, but is it a zombie? It probably is a zombie. Yeah, it's a zombie. Okay. I am a little frustrated. The fact that that bag or stash I was telling you that I buried that I can't get to actually has 2 boxes of nails in it. Which is really annoying. I wish I'd buried it too close to the tree. Lesson learned. Won't do that again. The thing is, that bug had supposedly been fixed a long time ago. And clearly it's raised its ugly head again on this mod. Sometimes that's what happens when you mod games, though. Some things that were fixed in vanilla may pop their heads back up again. Which is why you always get that warning when you play modded servers that, you know, things may not run the way they're intended to on modded servers. Ooh, let's go have a quick look over here. This looks like there might be. There could always be some nails in places like this, like lumber mills, work sheds, barns. All the same thing, really. At the end of the day. Was that a gunshot I just heard? Then no, that's the wind, I think. Just making something rattle. Like a distant gunshot. It's a shovel, but we don't need that because we've got one of those little mini shovels in our bag. No nails. I don't know if this in this game that the trucks will take truck batteries or if a normal battery would be enough. I just don't think that those small 9-volt battery, you ain't going to power a car on a 9-volt battery. Those smaller batteries that you get for cars, I just don't think they've got enough charge in them to be able to actually turn a starter motor in a truck. I just don't think they've got enough power, which is why you need to have bigger batteries for bigger vehicles. Why can he never get over this? Like, zombies literally just step over it with ease. Like, for me, it just you can't get through it straight away. It's like it takes about 2 or 3 tries. And there's a zombie in here somewhere. Is he inside the building or is he out the back? He must be out the back. He's out the back having a fag. I'll see you. We're gonna go out this way actually because those little things out the back here sometimes have batteries. Oh, right in the face! It's me. I don't know why I am really wasting the durability of my shovel here, but you never know when that might pay off. And the stealthiness, but also testing out new things. It's always good to test out new things and new strategies when you play. And it's the reason why my survivability is... No, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but, you know, I do die, as you can see occasionally. But in terms of PvP side of things, my kill-death ratio is pretty high on this game. And my survivability is pretty high as well. Sometimes just thinking ahead is definitely what you want to be doing. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard, Ben, with the tents. It's hard to find a spot to place it, but also a place where you're not going to get... People ain't going to find it really easy, mate. You know what I mean? You'll get there. It's a shame I was in game with you, because I could have shown you maybe a few decent spots. There's one spot that is really good that I hit a tent, and the tent never ever got found. Ever. It's still not been found. Like... It's got camo net around it. I've built a little camo net screen to hide the opening of the tent, which is also blue, obviously. It's in a perfect set of trees, and it's just the way the land works and the way it goes. It doesn't matter which angle you run from, you can't see the tent because of some of the ground hides it, but also the trees that are around it. It's like invisible, to the point when I first placed it there, I actually struggled to find it myself a few times. I kept running past it. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'd want to give up that spot. But that's on Churnerous, and I guess that's what you're playing on. But it's a pretty sweet spot, that's for sure. Where's all the large batteries when you need them? I was seeing loads of them the other night. Look at his penis. I don't know if I should continue being Snake Bliskin or to go with the old cool, rock the old cool sunglasses. His zombies just made us change, make our mind up even. Whoa, seriously, dude, look at what's he doing? I believe I can fly. Sometimes you get stuff up here, not just splatters of whatever that is. Yeah, I always knew builders were wankers. No, I don't mean that. I'm joking, boys. It's just banter, innit? Look, you are messy gits. Yeah. Saw this white stuff all over this. And don't tell me it's paint, because that's too obvious, and I know you're lying. Does anyone remember the horror film from like years and years and years and years and years ago called The Stuff? It was such a horrible horror movie. You might be able to Google it and find it, but basically this white stuff started kind of seeping out the ground, and humans, like we do, just thought, oh look, that looks tasty. They started eating it, and apparently it's really nice, but it turned them into like crazed monsters that when they open their mouths, they'll have all these weird holes and stuff in the back of their throat. Which I always thought was really odd. But that film, I guess I watched probably when I was about, I don't know, I probably would have been about 10 or 12 then maybe. When that was out. I was definitely in the 80s, I think. 80s or 90s maybe. I don't even think it was 90s. I think it would have been 80s. Called The Stuff. And maybe that's what that is. Maybe that's the stuff right there. Okay, I can hear a zombie on my right as well. I know he's there. Yeah, my melee game's on point tonight. I've been practicing, innit? Innit? Yeah, bitch. How do you like the taste of my axe? Alright. I love it how I tilt my head, like, in real life to try and look on that corner. A wood saw would come in handy because this hacksaw is damaged, but will I need the hacksaw for anything else? This is a bit longer though. I've already sawn the barrel off my shotgun, so I don't need it for that. We only really need it for cutting planks, like, or trees for storage boxes. The only piece of advice I'd give you, Ben, on locations is don't try and hide your tent around the outside edges of the map, because it's the first place everyone looks, because everyone knows that they think, oh, no one's going to look there, I'll put it right on the edge of the map. Well, that's where everyone goes to look for tents and stashes. So you're best off trying to find somewhere that's obvious but not so obvious, if you get what I'm saying. Places that are near towns that people are not really going to run through. Like the area I found is an area that no one really, if you look at the map, no one really needs to run through that area to get to anywhere. And that's the sort of place you're looking for. And if you want to keep your stash safe, then that's the idea. One thing I would say, though, is sometimes it's good to make a bogus stash. Like, make something look so obvious. Like, I built this huge base. I think this sounds really sad. I built this huge base, right? Well, I say huge, it was around a house, it wasn't massive, but it took a while. Put like the guard tower up in it and stuff, and then put empty boxes in it. And then actually buried my stash a little way away from that with all my good stuff in it. So people were so occupied on trying to get in and raid my fake base that they never ever really thought about searching anywhere else for my gear. And I used to log in some days and there's a little hole in the bottom of my my fence, and I'd go into my base feeling really happy. Some poor fool had probably spent hours running around trying to find the kit to break in, and then finally got in there and full of empty boxes. Get in. Well, actually, I think I used to store it with junk, like paper from boxes, rotten fruit, all sorts of just junk, basically, that you just never would want. Very satisfying. God. I'm not a very nice person, though. I'm going to hell. Oh, well. Sheet metal. What a load of sheet. What a load of sheet. Where's she going? I need to concentrate anyway. I'm not concentrating at all. I'm actually a little bit preoccupied tonight for some reason. My brain doesn't want to focus. No, it swung too early. I thought she was going to run. Run at me and then stand there screaming. I want to show me what you've got. Torch. Right. We got rid of our patch though, so we're not one-eyed trouser Bill anymore. One-eyed Willy. We're not one-eyed Willy anymore. Sorry to spoil anyone's childhood or anything. Just so you know, in Goonies, the pirate that's called One-Eyed Willy, that is actually a play on words for a one-eyed trouser snake. Just saying that. The producers of that had some sense of humour. And Willy, it's not even hidden really. It's blatant. One-Eyed Willy. I mean, come on. Oh, look! That's a nice scope. I love the scope. Rifle's crap though. That scope. Need to do a little bit of shively shuffles. Need 4 spaces long. You boy. So that scope will go on my blaze, which I've hidden. Of course. What are you thinking about? I think I forgot where I hid that stash. No, I haven't. I've just remembered. So the skate helmet will reduce 1 bullet damage by 50%, but then no more damage after that. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing a skate helmet, it's just because it does actually look a little bit like the tactical helmets you get in the game anyway, which are like lightweight tactical helmets, but that will reduce some damage, and it's not too... doesn't stand out too much. It's not like running around with a red motorcycle helmet on my head, which is pretty much just inviting someone to shoot me. Anything hidden in here? No. In the garage over here. Oh yeah, Novo Dimosk. Yeah, definitely that. I don't know what half the places are called. But Ben, you shouldn't be telling people where you are, but then again, they don't know which server you're on, so don't give away your server, but try and find yourself a dried riverbed bed somewhere, something that dips right in, that is quite well hidden away. My eyes are really itchy today, guys. My hay fever's playing up a little bit, so I do apologise. I keep rubbing my face, my eyes. My hands are clean, by the way. I've washed them and I'm in my own environment. For people saying, that's how you spread germs. Well, I'm alright. I'm in my own environment. Wash my hands before the stream, wash my hands after the stream. Found a 9-volt battery. Not really the battery we were looking for, but take it at this stage. Might have to start offloading some... You know what I might actually do, rather than actually wasting all this time. We aren't far from a little scout place, and that's near the sea. I don't know if you remember in the episode where I shot that guy, it was in one of those scout huts. Sometimes around there you can find those dry sacks. So what we might want to do is go and find a dry sack and bury some shizzle in that, I think. Oh yeah, we'll have that. Just going to do a little bit of management of the old MP5. Might as well whack those 9mm into the MP5 when we've got a full mag now. Why is my phone making silly noises? Ooh. Sorry, I did just elbow my microphone. To be honest with you, my microphone's a bit of a dick, if I'm honest. He can be a bit of a dick. But that was my fault elbowing it. It's working today anyway, which is fine. Sometimes he makes me sound like a robot. You can't really understand what I'm saying, so I have to smack him around a little bit until he talks English. This is the area we got killed by the bear that time. Up there. Exactly where we died. Up there in that bush there. So I keep hearing the wind, but I can also hear something else. And then I'm not sure what it is. It's not a ghost. Sounds a little bit more human. Yeah, there's a zombie down there. It could have been him I could have heard. I like it how the zombies go off and roam the woods. I do like that. That adds a cool little element to the game, I think. Sometimes you're running through the woods and suddenly there's a zombie there. Adds a little bit more of a threat to the game. Hang on a minute, you just jumped over that and then he didn't. God, dumbass. I was just about to do something. What was it? Oh, that's right. I could get rid of the heat pack. I like to keep the heat pack on me just in case we need to swim now. So like if I need to swim across a lake as a shortcut, or well, I say like part of the ocean or whatever it is, as a shortcut across to another island, I'd whack a heat pack inside my clothing, which would just stop me getting as cold and doing less damage. I've got to swim for a certain duration, so... Oh, you got a lucky hit there, did you, boy? Come on then. Oh, hang on a minute, why didn't he hit him then? Well, he just did loads of damage on me then, when he hit me with that. Sit down. More salty scaffolding. Stay away from that. Just looks sticky, doesn't it? What we got to drink? Let's have a look. We got some water. That's about it, I think. Yeah. Don't worry, it's not dirty water. It's been purified. I think where we're heading, there's a water pump, so we'll be able to refill. Let's have a nice, long, refreshing chug. There we go. Why don't you do as you are told, character? Oh, okay, just be really dramatic about it. I didn't actually want you to, like, jump and make a big noise. I just wanted you to walk up it very slowly, just so I could peek. But no. Now, see, here's that military base that we explored not that long ago. Don't know if you guys remember or not. I'm not doing that today. What I do need to do, however, is have a real quick look on the map. Try to figure out where we are. Yeah, we're where I want to be. So if we keep following this around here, we're going to come to that little scout camp that I mentioned, that hopefully will have a dry sack on the beach or on the table there, maybe. Is that a garage there? Yeah. We're going to just detour real quick. Some zombies in the woods. Just need to check this garage real quick. We checked that one up there. That was where the area we just come from, but we've not checked this one down here. To be real quick though. Oh, zombie saw me and I was being absolutely like ninja right then. The fact this guy's got no eyes, I have no idea how he saw me. Maybe use his third eye. Bitch. Sit down. Oh, that's right. This is the one with the weird boarded up door. I've never seen that before. It's really odd. Which cool repair kit? No. Glow stick? No, don't really need that. Actually, we've got glow stick already. Yeah, we have. Also good for decoys. They do give off enough light. I don't even know why I waste my time with these places. There's never anything decent in here. I don't know if any... yeah, okay, so there's supposed to be a hunting rifle under the stairs usually it spawns, but it's usually one of those piddly, crappy little one-shot things that are rubbish. So it's almost a waste of time searching these places most times. I believe I just wasted my time doing that. Search this little shed or whatever the hell you want to call this thing. Volkswagen Golf wheel, no. We're not working on the Volkswagen Golf at the moment, so we don't want that. Oh, load of rubbish. Did you see me stop like he's looking at me? Yeah, I see. You go that way, Grandpa. Thanks. Go and help yourself to a Werther's original. Yeah, that's right. And have some butterscotch. I know you like it. To be honest with you, I like a bit of butterscotch as well, so I don't know what I'm taking the piss for, but... Oh, crusty. Oh, I'm getting pretty crusty myself. But hey, come on. If you can't take the piss out of old people, what can you do? I'm only kidding. I love old people, really. I couldn't eat a whole one, but maybe half a time. Boom, boom. Come on, there's got to be at least 2 people out there that like me. So I got to let a little bit of my sense of humour out, regardless of how dark and dry and maybe unrealistic and... like, not very understood I might be. There's got to be at least 2 people in the world. I mean, they say that, don't they? They say there's even the most horrible person in the world, someone that everybody hates, there'll be someone that will be able to relate to them and will actually like them. So, yeah, there'll be someone out there that likes me. Even if I do get a few thumbs down every now and then, because I go over the top a little bit. But, you know. Oh, yeah, I do want them. They're for my mozzing. Got another gas stove. We don't need that. Ooh, zucchinis. Yeah. I'll have me a pack of zucchini seeds. I keep picking up seeds because we are going to actually dig ourselves a vegetable patch at some point. I don't even know why I haven't done that yet. Need to get those veggies going. Ooh, mad monks. Yes. I like that. Cowboy hat. No, I don't want... Ooh, more buckshot. Yeah, love me some buckshot. What's that there? Damaged paper. Why would I want damaged paper? That can go away. That Mad Monks has just made me thirsty. Hang on a minute. Let me just get a drink real quick. Sorry. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Alright, let's crack on. We're nearly to where we need to be, I think. Let's just have a quick look again on the map. I think the place we're looking for is Fisher's Camp. This is the scout camp. It's not necessarily the one that I wanted to get to. Fisher's Camp is the one that's got a little boating shed near it, and there's... next to those coastal areas like that are built up, you sometimes will find those dry sacks. That's what we're trying to look for now. Another box. Oh my lord, what can I get rid of this time? There's 3. Oh no, actually. 3 is more than 1, Dom. Just remember that. We've got a fair few chlorine tablets already. We've got way too many, actually, I think, that we actually need. I don't think we really need any more. Needy. I don't think we really need any more chlorine tablets. How many times am I going to say that? I don't think we need any more chlorine tablets. We've got enough, man. You just got enough, innit? Yes, I'll have some of that. We've got a belt, haven't we? Did we have a belt? Oh, please don't tell me we ain't got a belt. Sound of the sea is making me paranoid. Mate, I thought we had a belt. Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. We've got a knife here we don't necessarily need to use right now. We'll just pop the knife in the sheath and then both of them can go together nicely and snugly in our sack. I mean our back sack. In our backpack. Job done. Oh, a juicy red apple is nice. What's in that hunter jacket? Nails. No, not nails. Matches. I should just call it quits tonight, really. Just go bed. My brain is proper mush tonight. That Coke's giving me hiccups. I can remember when I used to drink Coke as a kid, like, and you'd burp and it'd come down your nose. Can you ever remember that? It would like really burn. You'd get like the worst thing about burping after drinking a can of Coke as a kid was the gas coming down your nose. I'm trying to see if I can recreate it, but it never seems to burn the same anymore. It just doesn't work. Either my nose has got pretty strong after a lot of use back in the rave days, or it's just, yeah, kids have more sensitive noses. It's probably that. Or probably a bit of both, actually. Probably the first thing, though, but... I'm curious. I did stash something down here before the wipe. A wipe does mean a wipe, though, so I don't know why I'm curious. It's not going to be there, but still, I still want to quickly check. Just in case, by some miracle, my stash stayed there. Doubt it did, though. What a surprise, it ain't there anymore. Wow. What did I expect? Those wolves are definitely no, that's a little bit of a delayed comment. You must be a little bit behind on the stream, I guess. Yeah, you're right, Dave. Those wolves are no match for a man with a silenced weapon. The axe does work better, but... Oh yes, have me some burlap, Shack. Did I have a little space for burlap? I don't think I did. I did have some burlap and I've already started stashing it away. But I ain't got no more room to take this. Let's get rid of the rags. I don't think we're going to need those rags anytime soon. Mick, how you doing? Who knows who? Yes, mate. Have a good one. No time, so sorry. Yeah. Hey, it's fine, dude. I absolutely get what you're saying, and cherish that time with your children, man. One thing that will still be there anytime for you is going to be YouTube and DayZ and gaming. Those children, mate. Yes, that's what matters. Have fun with your kids, dude. Stay blessed. Hey, it's all good, man. Mick, we'll catch another stream another time. All good. Hopefully there'll be many more to come, bruv. It's all good. You go and do what you gotta do. I'm just lucky that my son's at the grumpy teenager age at the moment. He doesn't really want to spend much time. It's all good. He just wants to sit in his bedroom and listen to depressing music. He's not quite that bad, actually. I'm dramatising it a little bit, obviously. But when they're really, really little, they are beautiful. Well, they're still beautiful anyway, regardless of their age. But yeah, no worries, dude. You stay safe, Mick. It's all good. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. I appreciate that. Alright, we're not far from Fisher's Camp now. You remember we looked down here before and it was a waste of time. We was hoping there'd be something maybe in the little boat under the water there, but there isn't. It's futile. We don't need to do it. That was wishful thinking. I thought I saw a mushroom, but there ain't one there. I'm seeing things. I must be hallucinating. Yes, mate. Let's just jump over the fence and make a nice big noise when there's a little gap there. It says a little gap that we could have gone through. We're stomping around like Bigfoot right now anyway. If there's anyone here, they would have heard us coming. Being very stealthy. But we've already got a fair few boxes of them bad boys. We don't need any more, I don't think. We are going to get ourselves nice and cozy in here for a second though. Just ring out that old Shima, however you want to say it. Right, next up we got the little Fisher's Camp. So we're going to try and offload some eatables, some edibles right now, just to clear a couple of slots for anything interesting. What else have we got we can eat? Nothing. What can we cull? What can we get rid of that we might not need? It's a real shame. I don't like dropping stuff. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I don't know what the chances of us really needing an M4 or needing an M4, but getting an M4 anytime soon. I don't know if it's really worth us actually carrying around something that's taking up 3 slots of our inventory right now. Yeah, it's full, but I don't know. It's just a tough decision to make right now. Okay, we've already got 2 lots of charcoal tablets, so let's cull off one of them. Don't think we need all these rifle rounds. Again, it is nice to maybe be able to store some of these up so you got some, but we've got 2 lighters. We got 2 lighters. Aye, got 2 lighters. Let's get rid of one of them lighters. We don't need 2 lighters. We don't even need any lighters, to be honest with you. As long as we've got a knife, we can make ourselves a drill kit from a tree. So it's not like it's just luxury having that. And I think in our little yellow case, we've got matches anyway. Let's sack off the matches. A lighter is better than matches. Don't get wet. Chlorine pills. How many chlorine pills do we really need right now? Not all them, but thing is, where we're going to be making a little camp, I don't think there's no actual clean water. So there's a little stream next to it, but it's not clean, so don't want to get rid of any of them, because it means if we need to drink any water when we're building base up, we can use the water from the stream and just purify it. Bandage is nearly dead. We'll probably have to sack that off if we really need to. Don't know if we need to really have the campfire tripod anymore, because we've got a gas stove to cook on at the moment. We don't need camping tripod, although it's nice to have one of those little stone fire things with the tripod above it. That's pretty sweet, but we'll keep hold of that for now. Let's not drop anything else until we actually really need to. That's definitely junk right there, I think. We're gonna go and do a little recon, boys. Ah, that one there. God damn it. I can never get me sack when I need it. It's not good. Oh well. I see you. Couple of crusties walking around there. Oh, look, there's 3. One of them's not so crusty though. Well, there's quite a few zombies actively wandering around. There's no sign of ever any of them being shot. Let's do this. Let's get down there. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile. I really don't know if we don't get some nails soon, where else we're going to be able to try and find a... Where else we're going to be able to try and find a dry sack or something around here. Even if I did find one of those big batteries at the moment, you see, for that truck, where the hell am I going to put it? Actually, don't answer that question. Alright, just don't do it. Don't tell me where I can put it. Use this log to get across. Oh, the ingenuity. Anyway, at this stage, just because I've just done something extremely awesome there by using that log to get across, if you're impressed by what you see, don't forget to absolutely smash that subscribe button in until there's nothing left of it, until it's just obliterated. Don't forget to whack that thumbs up as well. If you whack the thumbs up, you're an extremely well-educated person and have a really pure soul. So please do. Thank you. Although I'm not a begging man, of course. Oh look, we don't have a dry sack, but we do have a... well, actually, it is called a dry sack, but it's not the size I was looking for. Okay, alright. This is not... I'm not going there. It's smaller than I would have liked. We just have to work with it, I think. We're just going to have to work with it. I really don't know what we should squirrel away. It is literally going to be a lot of this stuff. I don't really think we need to be walking around with... I can't... It's unfortunate I can't fit any of these rifles. That's ideally what I want to get rid of. Now, I can get the MP5 in there. That clears up a fair bit of space. I don't know if we're really going to be needing to use the MP5, like, right now, anytime soon. We're alright for guns right now, I think. I'd rather get rid of this AKM. I'd be a little bit upset if we lost that now, although I can't be too attached to it because we did get it off a dead guy that we killed. We can probably get rid of a load of these 9-volt batteries. We've got overkill of those at the moment. One's almost dead. Let's just drop that. I don't want that. Nice one, Ben. We've got excessive 9-volt batteries. We should actually just put a few 9mm bullets in there to go with that. Some things will allow you to fit them in your bag even when there's other stuff inside it, and this one will. I'm going to find a spot to bury that MP5 in a minute. And I know I did say I weren't going to be having loads of little stashes all around, but I need to definitely clear a little bit of space for if we find that battery. Why is this stupid fence stopping me from doing what I want to do? Let's do the spaghetti! Spaghetti in my belly. Let's have the spaghetti in my belly now. We're only eating it because we can't really fit it anywhere else. We might as well take it on board. Get out of the rain quick. Let's dry this man off a little bit, before he gets ill. I'm losing health because of how cold I've got. Literally just a few seconds in this rain here and you're like hypothermia. Bring out me hunter pants. My panties are a bit wet, let's wring them out. Right, good. We're back to normal now. Our health's going back up. I might get rid of the hatchet. I'm just seeing that. I'm seeing that in there saying, well, the hatchet I needed for if I was going to build a base or a structure of some kind, because it's got a hammer head on the other side of it, you see, so it acts as a hammer and an axe. So this is why the hatchet is quite good to have, but I don't plan on building anything anytime soon. I think I've just answered the question on if we should be carrying on to that. No, not really. We've got an axe if we need to chop anything. I can make storage containers without a hammer, as long as I've got the right amount of nails and wooden planks, we're all good. Let's quickly chug down a multivitamin just in case we get a cold from getting ill. Man, I'm hearing things again. Thought I heard someone splashing in the water there for a minute. Right, let's get out of this. It's creepy here. Junk, junk, and more junk. There's a lot of junk in the trunk. So I don't know if that mountain backpack has spawned like that there with a knife in it, or if it's just someone's dropped it there. The tunes would be nice if they didn't have big white patches on it everyone can see 1,000 miles away. Look how white they are. That's whiter than white. That's whiter than me, that is. And I'm pretty white. I saying that I did get a little bit of colour from sitting in the garden the other day. I spent a few hours in the garden and then suffered from heat stroke for like the day and a half after. I am a bit of a vampire, if I'm honest with you. I don't really go outside much in the sun. I prefer night time. I'd rather be out in the dark. I'm in the streets late at night in the dark. So that's a bit creepy, actually, doesn't it? A lot of zombies around here. There's a lot of zombies. Juicy red apple. Getting treated today. It comes with consequence though. The zombie over there just saw us picking it up, I think. I think we might be alright. I don't think anyone's around here. I think the chances of them getting around here without having to kill a zombie would be very slim. Come on then. This is the guy who looks like my neighbour that lives a few doors from me. He's now. I think the reason why it actually reminds me of him because he actually has got one of those yellow puffer coats that he wears, and he's got like quite thinning hair on the top of his head like this guy as well. Same shaped head. Yeah, I know, bitch. Another hunting knife. What are these? Another hunting jacket, but not the colour I wanted. Those. Actually, there are traces. That's fine. We've got more tracer rounds. Chlorine pills. Oh yeah, I'll have some of these. We don't see these very often. 76239s. 76239s. This is what the AKM uses. We need to find ourselves an AKM mag at some point, but we've now got almost a full magazine of those rounds. Although by the looks of it, the guy had already loaded one round into this gun, which is what I would normally do. I don't know if one round would kill from that. It might do. That could be a one round kill. So, possibly. Oh, what a beautiful day we're having. Another juicy apple. Pump shotgun. So I've got a pump shotgun hid away somewhere, and the reason why I prefer the sawn-off is because really I only want to be using the shotguns for the short range encounters, and the time it takes you to pump that between shots could be the difference between you living or dying. Where this bad boy is boom, shoot once, press straight again to shoot twice. And it also fits in your backpack nice and easy as well. So ideally, I prefer the sawn-off, if I'm honest, for what I use it for. Let's have a quick drink and then move on. I've just spotted another apple. We've got a bountiful supply of apples today, boys. Bountiful. Mother Nature is looking after us today. I'm just conscious that that rifle round's going to ring out any second though. So I'm getting a bit paranoid. Let's move. Ooh, more rounds, more mad monks. Nice. Have me some mad monks, thank you very much, Lee. Yeah, I know you saw me. Come on then, come at it. Come on then. Hurry up. You having you? Ain't got all day. Things to do. People to see. Got to see him hang man about a dog. Mozzing rounds. Right, let's make like a tree. Okay guys, I'm really sorry, I'm gonna have to blank the screen for a second while I bury my stash, so just bear with me. I'm still here though, so don't worry, I've not abandoned you or anything, you know, don't have to worry about that. I'm still here with you, holding your hand. Oh, you pirate, Haley, my pirate treasure. I dig all day and I drink all night. Oh, you taking my treasure. Ho ho ho, and a bottle of rum. And a rum rhymes with bum though, but hey. I'm quite partial to a snifter of rum every now and then. You gotta have a snifter of rum every now and then. It's good for the soul. Alright, you can come back now. You've been left out in the cold for long enough. There you go. Alright, we cleared up a little bit of space in the inventory. I just need to have a real quick look at where we're going next. We literally are gonna go down to Oceanville. This is real risky actually, to be honest with you, because like it's a place that gets looted quite heavily, I think, on this map from the people we've encountered already from playing on this server in that area. So it's risky, but with the risk may come the reward that we're after. I'm gonna take the gamble today. Because what else can I do? Till I get them nails, I can't do naff all with this gear that I'm carrying. So either way, we're screwed. Screwed if we do, screwed if we don't, to a certain extent. Who dares wins and all that. Oh, strawberry jam. Nice. That is pretty sweet. No pun intended. We need to crack out the big gun when we're going across open land, really. An old shotgun with slug rounds with slug rounds on it has got some pretty good range, but not quite as good as the Mosin with the scope. Just steer clear of that one for now. Thought I could hear fireworks. Someone in my area is setting off fireworks. I thought it was in the game for a minute. I was like, who the hell is making all that racket? Like, it's not even like gunfire. I was like, there's an odd banging noise. What is that? And I took my headphones off. It's actually fireworks. Is it fireworks night? 10 at night? Like in May, people are setting off fireworks, eh? Is it the 5th of November? Is it? Is it the 5th of November? What the hell do you think you're doing? And I'm a miserable old sod. I'm very black and white sometimes, I am. Like, you can only set fireworks off on fireworks night, but it's not like that. People set off fireworks all the time now for any reason. Yay! I managed to have a shit. Quick, let's set some fireworks off. Hurrah! Believe it or not, some people do celebrate over silly things like that. Oh, another good shit in a week. And it was a proper good one as well, not those little rabbit dropping things. Sorry. Toilet humour is, you know, something that I do get into every now and then. Sorry about that. I can't poo, it is quite funny, isn't it? Always check the feed shacks. We're in the feed shack, baby. Oh, it's a hunter backpack today. See, if we didn't have like this huge sack on us, we would be quite happy to come across that. You know what I mean? We'd be well happy because that's actually a decent backpack, that one, or back sack if you want to, a back sack and crack if you want to call it what I normally call it, a back sack. But oh look, this is a nice little area for a camp. Build a little base around this. Got nice original stone flooring going on. Like in the vanilla game, you can't build in some areas, and it's quite frustrating because I have actually found some really nice spots to build like a little camp on or put a tent down. It won't let you. I'm not sure in this server if they've got the mod that lets you build anywhere. So you can literally just build a base anywhere, even inside another building, which is pretty cool, I think. I think people could be quite ingenious in real life and put up barriers and stuff inside a house, so why can't you in DayZ, consider it's trying to be a realistic survival simulation in a zombie apocalyptic world. So maybe we'll come and try and build a huge, what's the word I'm looking for? Compound, that's the word I was looking, like a large compound area there where we could maybe put some tents and stuff in. Might be worthwhile, and I think I can remember where this is. So once we've got the stuff to be able to build, we'll check it out. Right, while we're here, we're going to check this. There was a base here before the wipe. I say a base, someone had boarded up the doorway to it, so you couldn't get in. Now, we're probably asking for trouble because someone could be sat there ready to pounce at us like a tunnel web spider in his little burrow. The hell is that there? Why is that coming out of the concrete like that? Thing is, has that person come back? Yeah, look. So whoever's base this was has come back and built their base there straight away again after the wipe. So they're very active. Which is a little bit frustrating really because this is my island, just saying. Saw someone moving around there then, I think. Go before we get shot in the back. I'm asking for trouble here. I told you I was, didn't I? I have no idea how many people are there. I definitely heard someone running around there on the outside. So they're obviously doing business in there. I'm not going to be trying to break into someone's building, that's for sure. And because I'm not into raiding personally. But whoever it was there wasn't very friendly because they weren't talking. They didn't switch their mic on. They weren't like hello, hello. I definitely saw someone running around on the other side of that building, so... The reason why I'm not getting involved in, like, PvP or trying to see what's going on there is because at the moment I am risking losing a lot of decent loot. If I get shot, I'm going to lose it. And that guy has just had like a bountiful day. Someone arrived at his front door with a huge sack full of goodies for him. It's like Christmas. It's Santa. Look, he's bought his big sack. Nah, it's not happening. Now, if I had nothing on me hardly, then yeah, I probably would have hung around and I would have seen who it was, see if he's friendly, maybe shoot him in the face, take his loot. But I'm not doing that right now. If he was friendly, I wouldn't shoot him. But never trust anyone in DayZ, even if you think they're friendly. We know that already. If they pretend friendly, turn you back and they shoot you. Something I did want to do though is check the metal wire. We can do a little experiment now. So the experiment is we want to see if we can make tripwires. And if we can make a tripwire, then we hopefully be able to make a grenade tripwire if we ever find a grenade. It's a really nice little trap you have to put near your base. Now remember, we're only coming this way to try and find either nails or a large truck battery. That's all we need. Faffing around with anything else, he says. Like an hour and a half deep into the stream, and we still haven't found what we're looking for. It's just the way it is in DayZ, unfortunately. God damn it. Is this splitting axe worn yet? No, there's another one here. We're going to use this on this zombie that's making all this noise. Oh, she ducked it. Did you see that? Ah, pro player. Fucking have some of that. Just sack that off. Take this one. It's fresh. Goddamn itchy nose. I hate hay fever. Hang on a minute. What's going on here then? Sure, our splitting axe was in there. For some strange reason, it's just rearranged. My inventory just rearranged itself. No one asked it to do that, did they? Right. We're near Oceanville now, I think. Another saw. Need that. Don't need a mesh barrier. Always check the outhouses for nails, because sometimes you will find box nails on the outhouses. I know, very strange location for someone to have nails. You would have thought there'd be a toilet roll or something there, wouldn't you? Yeah. Where do I think I am? Good question. All right now. These doors are all open. Someone's been here recently. Could be that guy who was mincing around at that base that we just came over a second ago. I wonder what he's doing, just sat in there. That was gotta be a bit boring, isn't it? Sitting in that round base doing what? What are you actually doing in there, mate? Well, that's his business, I guess. Yes, Ben, that's the map I'm using, the I Survive map. So basically, any of you guys who are watching this stream, if any of you are watching, you can actually follow along. I know, you can follow along on the map, on the handy I Survive map. So just search Deer Isle map, DayZ, and you'll find the I Survive map. And then whenever I tell you where I am, you can kind of get a gauge an idea of, on that huge map of the island, where we are. Which some of you might be interested in, some of you might not give a shit. But, you know, I don't, you know, it's up to you, innit? But it's a handy thing to have. Before having a map, or maps existing, usually you would just use landmarks and find a tourist map within the game to try and figure out where you are. So landmarks, street, well, town or city names would be the way forward. Be able to figure out where you are. Oh, just found a peaches. Oh, this is all weird. Shit. But what I am going to do, so we can actually get rid of that wire that we're holding, is I am just going to go in a second and break down a few sticks from the tree and see if we can make a tripwire, see if it gives us the option. And in some of the mods you can actually make snares as well, although I've not seen any rabbits in this map. That's a zombie, I thought that was a player then for a second. Job I didn't shoot. Everyone would know I'm here. No way did you just hit me from that distance, love. Absolute BS. Right there. Class A bullshit. She's damaged my clothes as well, hasn't she, now? Where's a bush? Here's a bush. Let's break me some sticks down then. Right, last 25 minutes. Don't want a long stick, we only want a short one for what we need to do. No. Wire, sticks, won't let me combine, so you can't. Oh well, experiment over. You can't make tripwires on this map. Unless I need to have pliers. But I don't think you need pliers on you to do that, at least on the servers that I've played on where you could make snares and tripwires, I'm sure you didn't need. Yes, Ben, we are definitely teaching ourselves bad Russian. At the time, although my English is pretty bad, so... another Mosin, another Mosin. Let's take that to hand. Ooh, hiking boots, there we go. I've been looking for some of them. Let's just go and sacrifice this Mosin to the sea. Because I don't want anyone else getting that fantastic rifle other than me. Shot that rifle. Nice, brand new pair of boots. It was well worth it. We just found ourselves a Peter Piper picked a pepper. We'll have that. Don't want to punch mid-air with it either. Just makes the pepper taste a little bit better in this game if you punch with the pepper in your hand first. Just found that more palatable. I don't want the muzzin. I want the sawn off. Well, the less and less I find nails in this game, the more annoyed I am that not being able to bury up my dig up my stash that has 2 boxes in. Very annoying. Bottle of vodka. Vodka. Yes. I just found myself a bottle of vodka. I'm going to have to get rid of that heat patch soon, I think. It's just wasting space in the inventory, and vodka's way more worthwhile than that. Oh, let's have a look here. We should be able to... space here. You know what? Let's sack off that M4 mag. What we're going to do first is we're going to empty it out. I'm a little bit frustrated actually because this thing here that I'm emptying out here could be like rocking horse shit on this map. That could be absolutely I'll change my mind. I'm going to hold on to it for a second longer just in case we find what we need. We can keep it in a stash somewhere, maybe. Okay. Alright, another field shovel. Got myself a brand new one. I don't know how long they take to wear down, but either way, we've used that one a fair bit, like burying zombies and stuff. So let's just get a pristine one. Oh my god. Need to be heading more towards Oceanville. Not Oceanville. Yeah, was it Oceanville? Yeah, Oceanville. Tell you what, these zombies, their tracking skills are better than like a Native American called ICL Hawkeye, who's their best tracker. You watch him, he'll find me, regardless of how sneaky I am or where I go. He'll keep following me until he finds me. Just from that one noise he heard. Maybe not. But they are a pain in the arse sometimes. When zombies hear something, they don't give up on it. Ooh, there's a garage over there. Zombie there. Oh wow, there's a lot of zombies around here. God damn it. He's run the other way, that's good. There's one over here with a red jumper on. I'm trying to avoid the zombies if we can. Oh, this one's hurt me though. Oh, here she comes. Oh, she managed to duck my axe, of course. Oh, of course I missed you. You can swipe me from miles away. Get off me. Why aren't you dying? Because I'm hitting the tree, that's why. It's a frustrating thing about trees being in the way. Now I'm bleeding, I've got to waste a bandage. But that's actually a good thing, because I think we actually, do I have any alcoholic tincture? It's going to clear some space in our inventory, but did we have any alcoholic tincture? No, this has not been sterilised. I know I'm bleeding right now, but let's just use the bandage and take a vitamin and just hope that that vitamin is going to be enough for us not to get ill. Because we don't want it to get an infection in that cut. Lesson learned that if you try and hit the zombies too close to something like a bush or a tree, it sometimes doesn't hit the zombie properly because of the collision. It will actually hit the thing next to the zombie instead and will do a smaller amount of damage to the zombie. The same happens when you shoot at people as well. If there's like an online player and he's between trees, you might be reducing the damage of the bullet because you're hitting trees. There's a can of baked beans in the back of this car. We've got room for that now. Yeah, boy. Beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. More burlap sacks in there. What's that? Hiking jacket. I don't mind the green hiking jackets. They can look quite cool, but they've not got as many spaces as the hunter jacket, so we will pass on that for now, but we will have this bad boy. Getting ready for our ghillie suit. If we can live long enough to store enough of this stuff up, that is. I think my poo joke made a load of people back out, you know. We had a few more viewers until I joked about poo and then everyone's gone. Sorry. There was a warning at the beginning of the stream to say that there may be humour that some might not like. So, yeah, sue me, right? Maybe not. Maybe it was past their bedtime. Maybe they need to go to sleep. It's time to go to bed. Yeah, 5 minutes, please. 5 more minutes. Get your ass to bed. Right, we'll have a quick look on the map in a minute where we are. We're not far from Oceanville here, I don't think. The only thing I really want to search around there are the garages and the sheds for either nails or that truck battery. Because we've got a radiator already on the vehicle that we earned last night from that PvP encounter. Maybe those footsteps are not that guy following me. And that guy who was at that base, like, that's the only problem you've got to be careful of, that we're not being stalked by someone. A quick look at the map. So this place has got a water source even. I think this is Smallville, you know. I think we've done what we did last time. We've gone down the coast again too far and we've overshot. It's the only place near where we were on that side that actually has a water source near some garages. I think we've gone a little bit too far and we're down in Smallville. Good old UK humour, eh, Ben? Yeah, not everyone appreciates the British sense of humour, though, do they? For some people, they don't know when we're joking and when we're not. But then again, that's the whole point of our sense of humour. You don't always know when we're joking and when we're serious. And that's actually a way of being able to get out of trouble. Because if you really annoy someone and you've said something that's a little bit too hurtful, you say, oh, just joking, mate. It's just banter, innit? It's just banter. Don't get your panties in a twist. It's just banter, mate, innit? When really you might have meant it. You can just say you're joking. So I think that's half of the reason why. It's almost like a defense mechanism, so you don't have to deal with conflict. British people don't always deal with conflict very well, because as soon as you get in a slight argument, they're either going to whack you one or kill you. You know, it's one or the other, really. We don't handle conflict very well. We handle conflict by fighting, I think, a lot of the time. We're quite a violent species, really. Don't fight with the Brits. They're freaking crazy. We're crazy like a coconut. Yeah, we were in Smallville. We overshot the mark, which is fine, because we can backtrack on ourselves a little bit. Just saw a hunter, a deer stand up there that might have something interesting in. We're going to have a quick look at that. Thought there was another one near there. He's going to have seen me, or heard me, or both. Let's get up here real quick. Oh, there's another one in the bushes. Of course there is. Come at me then, bro. Where are you? Nah, you ain't having none of it. Fair enough. That's good. Just interesting to see if there's anything good up here. What is that? A heat pack? Nah. That's gash, that is. I ain't having that. We'll check the police car, though. So hopefully if we get a chance, we're going to go full cycle. We're going to go back to where we started from. I don't know if we're going to get enough time to do it in there. That's a scorpion mag. We ain't got a scorpion. We don't want a scorpion. Actually, I have got a scorpion. It's buried in that stash I can't get out of the ground, but I'll take it again just in case, actually. What is that one? 15 round PM73 mag. And I got a PM73. Isn't that PM73 that little Polish assault rifle? Oh, SMG even, yeah. The Jose! Hello, welcome to, it's either the Jose or the Josie. Sorry, I don't know which one, but you just found 3 night vision goggles in the northwest airfield on vanilla. Happy days. That is so good, mate. You want to try and squirrel those bad boys away in a stash real quick before you lose them. Because sometimes the night vision goggles are really difficult to find. I just think it's the spawn rate. Like, I think there's moments of throughout like a month or something that a certain amount will spawn in randomly, and like bury those mothers straight away, mate. Seriously, that's a good haul, that is, mate. I'd be well happy with that. I threw a party the other night after I found those night vision goggles in that other stream that we were doing. Like, yeah, mate, that's something to celebrate, that is. Let's crack out the drinks, get the old drinks cabinet open. Yeah, boy. Okay, I ain't got a drinks cabinet, but just play along, yeah? I want one of those drinks cabinets that's the globe, like in the old-fashioned days. You'd open the globe up and there'd be loads of drinks hidden inside. I don't know if anyone ever remembers them. Otherwise, you usually used to visit your grandparents or something, and they'd have this globe thing you'd open up, and that's where they'd hide their sherry. Sweet. It is without the H, so it's not the Jose, it's the Josie or Jose. The Jose, maybe. You're from Finland. Oh, nice. Strength is Key Gaming. How you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. What is the best weapon in the game nowadays? I've joined this since the beta stages. Well, I'd say that the best weapons depend on what you want to use it for. So you always want to find the right tool for the job, obviously. So, I mean, if it's close range business and you want to go with a shotgun, like the double barrel shotgun, like sawn off is awesome for close range. Like I said, better than the pump in my opinion, because with the pump, you've got to press R on the keyboard every time you fire a shot to pump it. And there's quite I did just do that action. Where's the camera? I did just do that action then when I said pump it. Sorry. Well, actually, you didn't see it anyway. So, just so you don't think I'm playing with myself behind the camera if you see me doing that hand action. But so with the pump action shotgun is a little bit more involved in using it. Although you're probably going to be able to get better range out of that if you was to use the slugs, which is probably going to be better for more mid-range encounters and maybe hunting larger animals. The sawn off is just so much quicker to actually reload. So I've just unloaded the sawn off, right? So just say like I've just shot 2 rounds consecutively. Really quick, and I need to reload again. It's literally that quick to load another shell in it. Like, yeah, okay, so I've only loaded 1 shell in it, but I can choose, like, if I load 1 or 2, which is good, and it just seems much quicker. Now, long range, ideally, you want the M70 Tundra, which is takes a 308 round, which is a really powerful hunting round, and the rifle is pretty solid. You get some good long range shots out of that if you've got the right scope. And then following that is going to be the Mosin, which is also a beast of a rifle. We've all got to pump it sometimes, yeah. Surprised I'm not blind, mate, if I'm honest. But yeah, so like those are the best rifles and shotgun, at least I think it is. But then you've got the old AKs. Now the M4 is the best assault rifle if you can find that. That's an awesome assault rifle, but they're so rare in the game now. The AKs are good. Any of the AKs, the AK-74U is good as well, and they're really good more for firing while moving. So if you think you're going to be in like kind of fast-paced skirmishes where you're running between buildings and trees, and you want to be able to fire a few shots off, then the assault rifles or those kind of better SMGs are going to be the rifles that you want to go for. So the AKs and the AK-74U, which is the submachine gun version of that, pretty much. Handguns I don't really use. There's not really much point in them, if I'm honest. I used to use them with a suppressor to be able to like shoot zombies in the head with, but people can still hear the shot even though the sound's reduced, so they'll still hear a clicking noise, so they'll still know that you're relatively close by if you're using a suppressor. So I just use melee weapons now, usually for zombies. It's just better and easier, really. Although shooting them with a suppressed gun means you can shoot them from inside a building, from a window, which sometimes might come in handy. I wouldn't say no to running a handgun if you did have the space for it, or... I didn't want to do that. Once I get a belt and I can put a holster on it, I will be getting a suppressed handgun together at some point. Ooh, love buckshots, thank you. Bind some of these together, wasting space. I think we're nearly done, aren't we? Pretty much 5 minutes, guys. Well, I say 5 minutes. I'm not strict on the time, but like I've got to be up at like 5:30 in the morning. I've got some stuff to do, so I can't be having a mega late one tonight. But we've got some garages just here that I want to search real quick for that battery or nails. Oh, look at this ninja in the bushes. You notice how that didn't kill him? Because he was in the bushes. He still managed to hit me. And I jumped as well. Sit down. Yeah, boy. There it is. What we wanted. That's what we've been messing around for all night. Truck battery. Oh, crap. Don't tell me we need wire for it. We had wire. Fuck. Why would you need wire for it? I've never used a truck battery before. But it's got a space in it like you need... actually, maybe you can power something else off of this. Maybe I'm getting too worried. I'm hoping it's going to slot straight into the truck and not need that. Space is taking the inventory. Now we've got to fiddle around a little bit now. Got to fiddle around a little bit in our inventory. Fiddle around in our pants and try and do some stuff around. The combat knife is damaged. We got duct tape. We could repair it, but we've got a pristine hunter knife here. Do we really need 2 knives at this stage? Could we sack one of them off? Could we really sack that off? Yeah. Could we sack that off? It's not essential. Paper, why are we carrying paper? We don't need that. I'll sack that off for now. Look at all these apples. Let's eat some of these. Sound like I'm on all monotone, like I'm in the old auction halls. $10. No. We'll be able to take this truck battery. We've just got to get back to where the truck is. You watch, we'll get back there and someone else has drove off in it. Well, fingers crossed. Okay. Can we do it before the stream ends? Let's try. Try and get ourselves a truck. Pump it up. You gotta pump it up. God damn it. Shotgun. Taking up more space than you should. I could triple carry at this point, but that's really dangerous. It's dangerous business. It's dangerous business, that is. We don't want to do that. Got a whole bottle of water in there and some blood. And our cooking pot. Get back in my pants, you cretin. It's in my hunter vest, actually. What was I trying to do? Trying to move some stuff around. Still can't fit it in there. That's why it is. It'll work. Regardless of how much fiddling you do, Dom, it's not going to go in there. Hey, thanks. The Jose? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I'm still confused. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I'm glad you found some helpful... To be honest with you, for anything helpful to come from me, actually, is quite surprising. But, good. I'm glad it helped you, man. Like, I know how much of a head fuck this game can be for a lot of people. Now, I know I used some quite strong language there, but it's just really to put emphasis on, you know, how much of a head fuck this game can be. Trust me. Play it as a noob, you'll see what I mean. So, you know, I'm glad you found some help from that. That means it's... I've been put on this earth for one reason, that's to help one person get through DayZ a little bit better. Like, my time on this earth has been worthwhile, surely. At least a little bit more than maybe some. Try and... Tetris, do we really need the bottle of vodka? I'm really sad that we got rid of the bottle of vodka here, but I mean, we've got to really... This is a cull right now. We've got to take in the most important stuff with us. Let's have a swig of that vodka before we go. Don't waste good vodka. Hey mate, you've watched some of those Dark Souls 3 guides. Strength is key gaming. Ah, man, you've been around on my channel a bit then if you've seen some of them. Oh man, I love Dark Souls. Oh, let's just get hammered. Let's just drink the whole bottle. We're celebrating that we've managed to find ourselves a truck battery so we can drive the truck. Now we just chugged a bottle of vodka. Let's go drive the truck. Don't drink and drive, guys. Just remember that. Don't want to be spilling it. Right. What else have we got? This crap. Box of nails. We don't need the box of nails, really, do we? Why do we need that? Hang on a minute. There was more space than that there a second ago. I just don't really want to lose the... yeah, that's fine. I don't really want to lose the combat knife, even though it's pretty rubbish right now. It's nearly dead, but... Alright. Now what we need to do is not die, basically. Well, I guess that's been the idea all along, to be honest with you, but you know what I mean. Like, we are seriously heavy now, though. Like, we can't run at all. That battery is like 18 kilograms. Back-breaking stuff. Oh, I just had a thought as well. Oh no, it's fine. We've got tetracycline. Let's not be too precious about that. There is a medical centre right near here, and we could go and search it, but we're not. What we're going to have a look though, see have we got a... We have. We're going to put the epinephrine syringe on just in case we do need to sprint. At the moment, I'm not going to be able to sprint while we're this heavy, but if we use an epinephrine syringe, we'll be able to sprint for a certain period of time without having to worry about it. So we are in the garages in Oceanville near the medical centre, and we've got to get back to where we found that truck, which is going to be west, slightly northwest from where we are. Pretty much through bear territory, straight over here. So let's use the epinephrine syringe so we can literally scarper this area real quick. Just literally just want to get out of here, but not before doing a quick bypass in this, just in case. Yeah, I know we got zombies chasing us, but at the moment I just need to keep on running. Nah, mate, what you doing that for? Come on then. Get away from my ass. So for some strange reason it's not letting me sprint now, even though I've taken the epinephrine. Just a bug. Definitely picked up my field pack, didn't I? What we just found here? What the hell is that? Got a wire coming off it now. I don't know if that's so you can charge something else from it. I don't know. I've never used that battery for that, to be honest with you. I don't know if you need that wire to attach it to the actual truck. So I'm just like picking that wire up now. Maybe that's meant to be. But I'm still sidetracked by this. God, man, we got 9-volt battery coming out of our ears. It's a fire station now, I think it might be. Just need to get my bearings. Not my ball bearings, but my bearings. Let's have a look at that map. What is that over there? Yes! I've been wanting one of them for ages. Sharpening stone. Sweet. So the sharpening stone will be what we'll be able to repair things like our axe with, our combat knife. We had room for it as well. So it's way better to repair your sharp items with a sharpening stone because they won't degrade as quick now after you've repaired them with that. And also, you only use a small part of the sharpening stone, using things like duct tape and stuff like that. Not as good. Let's just have a quick look. So, there's a fire station. We ran from there northwest. Oh yeah, that fire station I can see is actually still right next to Oceanville. We've hardly gone anywhere. Alright, okay, let's... North. What are you closing that for, Dom? We're good, we're good. We're going in a relatively right direction. I can't get out this side, there's no door. Let's not fluff this up, boys. If I can get that truck... if that truck's still there when we get there, and we've got the radiator that we can salvage from the car that we got last night off that guy we killed in the PvP bit that you might have saw at the beginning of the stream, we're all good, man. We've got ourselves a truck with like 1,400 storage spaces in it. Like, seriously, we don't need to make anything. We don't need to worry about anything. Like, worrying about finding nails and dry sacks to be able to squivel our gear away in. We ain't gonna worry about any of that shizzle. We just go and literally drive that bad boy out into the bushes somewhere and just store all our stuff in that. Like, that's awesome. Because it's camouflaged, it's going to be much harder to see hidden in a group of trees somewhere. Okay, still not as sneaky as burying a load of boxes, but as we've already seen, I just buried a load of boxes and I can't dig them up now because of a bug. So even that's not guaranteed to be able to keep your gear safe. So, like, using a vehicle as storage is pretty sweet. But now we're just not got to die. Let's just make sure we're going in the right direction. Mate, which direction are you going in, bruv? Seriously? Like, why am I heading in that direction? I just got to totally turn around somehow. West, mate. My sense of direction is so bad. Like, what the hell? Whew. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit stressed out right now. Yeah, man, Northwest Airfield is still a real hotspot, definitely. Tizzy, which is further up from there, is busy as well. So this main military area is always going to be busy. People go there straight away to get geared, don't they now, pretty much? Build their camps around that area. Yeah, boys, the church. Good, good. I know where we are now. We're so close I can taste it. The thing is, there's enough petrol in that tank as well to be able to drive it to where we'd need to drive it to stash it as well. I won't even have to faff around getting fuel for it. Oh, okay. Oh, Mr. Priest here just made me drop one in my pants there pretty much. Like, seriously, I'd shit myself. Luckily, you weren't a player. I didn't notice it straight away. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I can literally feel my heart pumping in my chest. I don't know why I'm getting so excited over getting a truck. I mean, it's not real life, Dom. Chill, man. Just chill. It is. It's not real life, but it is going to be pretty sweet. I don't even know why I'm bothering looking here. Why am I wasting your time? I I don't want to waste my time because you just never know when you're going to find something good in some of these. So we're here. Let's just have a quick look in it. But we remember this, guys, the loggy place where I said you can find sometimes in logging camps, sawmills and sheds you can find nails. It's not far from where we found that truck, mate. Seriously. So close. I'm hoping it's still there. I can't remember it being there last night though, so it's either spawned in there since last night or someone literally has drove it there, took out the battery in the radiator and then gone off to loot the area. And that can also happen. So if it's being used by someone else, then they could have driven it away by now. But we've got to try, haven't we? Just want to make sure this is clear. Half a bottle of water here. We've got half a bottle of water. What we're going to do is we're going to chug this water. Purify the one that we just found. And this one we've got empty. We're just going to actually make ourselves an improvised suppressor for our rifle. The only problem with this is it can stick right up at your back. So now we've got an improvised suppressor on that. It means if we shoot that, like, not too close to zombies, but you're close enough that you would normally, with a weapon that's not suppressed, you would probably attract zombies. Also, people in the area are more likely to hear. It's going to muffle the sound a bit and just help out a little bit. But now it's on our back. I can't even zoom out enough for you to see how tall that is out on my back. It almost looks like I've got like a radio antenna coming off my back there. Well, there's zombies walking around down there, so I'm going to take it that hopefully there's no one down there. Hey mate, some of the sound effects in this game are really good, and I'm really clued up on that because I do a little bit of sound design, freelance sound designing and stuff. Some of you might know that I've already made a few sounds and done a few bits for a few games, like zombie games and survival games. I've made some sounds, recorded some sounds. So sound design is a really important thing for me, and you're right, it is a real good sound. So I definitely can appreciate sound in computer games. Of course, I'm not going to be able to hold my breath. But this is how accurate my scope is right now if I need to shoot at someone. Because I can't hold my breath to steady my aim because of how heavy my rucksack is. It means if there's anyone shooting at me from long range, that scope is going to do nada right now. Nothing. It's going to do nothing. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. It's just right. It's just up here past this. Come on. Ooh, mushroom. Can't eat that though at the moment. Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it, Dom. Come on. Come on, guys. I need your support right now. Spam that like button to help me get to the truck. Oh, I'm so needy, and I'm so needy. Oh, that dumb wolf is so needy. That's the coat we left earlier. Come on, Dom. You're so close. Let's hope it's still there after all this. I'm just also conscious that we're probably likely to get... Can you imagine we're just going to get really close and we're going to get trashed by a bear? Yeah, I'm trying to stay frosty, bruv, that's for sure. I'm on tender hooks right now. Or is it tenter hooks? I don't even know what the saying is. I'm just trying to use big words that I don't understand. Is that it? Please tell me that's it. Yeah, it's still there. Oh my god, it's still there. I can't believe it. I'm quite actually happy when I was reading through the rules of this server earlier on their Discord, which I probably should have joined and read before I started streaming on this server, to be honest with you, but there's someone laying underneath that. Oh, please don't tell me someone's took a tyre off of that. Looks like someone's took a tyre off it. That people can't actually... So one of the rules is people shouldn't actually use other people's streams that are streaming on the server to get like an advantage. So as an example, like if I've just found this now and it's on the stream and someone didn't know it was here, and then they've watched my stream and now come over and got it because I've found it, that's like using my stream to an advantage. That's actually not allowed, which is quite cool. Or at least for a certain time frame. Oh, I think the tie might still be on it. Doors are all still shut around here. Oh god, don't tell me it doesn't even actually need one of these batteries after all. Let's take the wire off just in case that's what's causing the issue. Right. How can I get into the... Where's the engine? Why not? I bet it needs just a normal car battery. God damn it. Sometimes you have to actually open the hood and fit it in, don't you? The engine of these things are usually what, underneath? I don't know. Okay, okay. We did whack a pen in there to claim it earlier, actually. Let's just whack that in there then, for now. Run again now. We're gonna go and, because we need to go and get the radiator from that other vehicle anyway. So we're gonna get the other car battery while we're there. There's a spare one in the boot. And see if it just needs a normal car battery. I don't think it does. Don't tell me now this is gonna be one of those games where for the bigger trucks you're gonna need like a wrench to be able to screw it on. I know sometimes some of these servers have like really realistic settings on it, so like in order to be able to put like the wheel on the vehicle you have to actually have the tyre iron, which makes sense, but very long-winded for some people to find all that stuff. Now, I don't mind that because it adds more of a reward to the game when you do actually manage to put it all together, but like, why wouldn't it allow me to put that truck battery in a truck? It is a truck. It's not going to take a normal car battery, surely. Although that truck I don't think is a vanilla vehicle. That's one that's been added as a mod, I think, maybe. So maybe when they added the mod, they just added it as standard batteries, purely for the fact that the truck batteries are harder to find, maybe? I don't know. I don't know, I'm trying to answer all these questions in my own head at the moment. It's like, all those questions going around in my head, like, but why? But why? But why? Oh look, a BMW spawned down here. This wasn't here earlier. Has this got a battery in it? Yeah. 2 wheels. Let's pop a Peter Piper Picked a Pepper in there for now. Where is it then? Where's the battery? Can't see it. So it won't let me drag and drop the battery. But I should be able to take the battery in hand and remove it from under the hood, but... Where's the freaking battery? It's not showing, is it? It's just allow me to take the wheels off. Where's the battery in the engine block? Not there, is it? Sake. God damn you! Yeah, gunshots up here now. Come on, man. Give me a frickin' break here. Throw me a frickin' bone here, man. What's that? You like what? What you saying, fella? What you saying? What you saying, that Jose? Yeah, okay. You wanted that? You want a radiator, eh? Eh? You won't let me pick up the radiator. I'm gonna have to open the trunk in it. Not the trunk, it's the bonnet. Nope. Don't want a battery. Radiator. Of course. Go. Yeah. How much space will it take up? Too much space in the inventory. Aye. Oh, I see you mean about the BMW. Yeah. Aye, some of the mods in this are pretty good. BMWs are quite hardy cars. Definitely good for this environment. Now, at this point, this is like risky because we ain't got no room in our inventory to be able to put the radiator. Although I could use that car at the side of the road there as storage for now, but I just don't want to risk that in case the time that I'm away from there someone comes past it and actually opens the trunk and finds a load of my gear in there. We just need to remember, if we hear or see someone get shot at and we don't die, we need to remember where we dropped the radiator. I was easily lost in the grass. Yes, Jose, I thought that's what you meant. Oh, so we're doing overtime on the old stream. Oh god, it's nearly 11:30. I'll be tired tomorrow if I don't go to bed soon. I can't miss up this opportunity of this truck. Can't do it. Because I just know for a fact that if we come back in tomorrow, it's not going to be there, is it? We know that. That's just how it's going to roll. Just found a burlap sack and we're collecting that. Let's just drop that on the whip. I hope I didn't just damage that radiator from dropping it on the floor. No. This game is making me want to buy a PC again and join the PC Master Race. Well, to be honest with you, mate, this PC games, unfortunately, sorry console guys, they are better. Like, it's just hands down, they're just way better. Like, and I can say that coming from a console background and gaming console all my life pretty much until like, what, a year and a half ago when I got my first PC. The games are just so much better. That's 125 where you are, Jose. Burning the midnight oil there, bruv. But just purely for the fact that you can buy and play games that you can't play on console, but also the mods, the graphics, the frame rates. You get the right machine, they're just so much better. Yeah, I know the next gen of consoles are probably going to be up there, you know, like PS5 and the next Xbox, whatever the hell that's going to be called. I know it's probably already got a name, but I don't follow Xbox, sorry. Sorry, Xbox. But yeah, I mean, do it, mate. Do it. Get yourself a PC. Well worth it. And the thing is, if you need one for work, like a laptop or something from work, you can almost justify it and say, yeah, it's going to be used for work, you know what I mean? That's what I did. This is where I shot that guy last night coming through these bushes here. I might have just gone too far actually, I think it's just here. Oh look, what are the zombies' goal hanging for? Get away from the goal, mate. Seriously, get away from the goal. Yeah, boy, after all that, I only needed a standard battery. Like, seriously, man. Get away from my van. Actually, it's not a van, is it? But Get away from it. It's off. Die now. Can hear guns. Someone's shooting. Come on then, get in. Oh yeah, boy! Oh, it's smoky. Why is it so smoky? Got no water. Oh, of course, it needs water in the radiator. Really? God. You don't want to blow the engine. No, what are you doing? I need to get out. Pressing the wrong button, that's why. Can't see, my mic's in the way. There we go. Okay. Whenever you take a radiator... Whenever you take a radiator out of a vehicle, it empties the water. Don't like that. We just give our position away by, like... by driving it. Someone's heard that now. Of course. I'm trying to fill the radiator without it being in the vehicle. You can't do that, guys. Just so you know, I'm being a noob right now. You have to fill it actually in the vehicle, which is annoying because I'd like to actually be able to take the water. I wonder if you could fill it with Coke. Oh, mate, why is it just taking the radiator? I wasn't nowhere near the vehicle. Okay, this is a little bit buggy. I can't even get the position where that for F to show up so I can get in. There it is. Literally got the smidgen of water in it now, but I'm hoping it's going to be enough for me to be able to drive it to a point where I can either get more water or fill it up. It doesn't like having no water. I'm probably going to mess the whole engine up. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go and stash this off stream, so I will catch you boys later. Thanks for everyone who's joined the chat tonight and joined the stream. Watch this space for more stream and more Survive the Isles, and I will see you again soon. Catch you later. Bye.